I am really shocked that the American people chose a criminal. A man has 30 counts. I know that couldn't work in Jamaica.
I just want him to go because he will kill all of us over here. I don't want no trouble.
We'll put these vicious and bloodthirsty criminals in jail or kick them the hell out of our country.
Welcome to today's video, guys. My YouTube channel name is its_Kisaka. In today's video, I'll be sharing out some of the views of Jamaicans concerning the elected president of United States, Donald Trump, and also some of his policies on how it is likely to affect Jamaicans and other immigrants. Stay tuned.
Personally, maybe because of more sentimentality, I would have preferred Kamala to win. But what I am really observing, I am really shocked that the American people chose a criminal. A man has 30 counts. I know that couldn't work in Jamaica. That would never happen in Jamaica, but that's the politics. The last time he was president, I know the repercussions with the immigration thing. That a lot of Jamaicans, because most of us over there, you know, so I run away 6 months, and we run away. So man, I tremble whole heap. So if you're not American, you may go after a lot of guys. And even those who are there for many years and want to try to get legalized, they may find themselves in trouble.
Interesting. You can see the view of this Jamaican man. He's saying that since Trump has taken over, and his first promise was to go about mass deportation for the undocumented immigrants, not only from Jamaica, but throughout the world.
On day one, I will launch the largest deportation program in American history.
And he's saying that previously when he was the president, Donald Trump, when he was the president, he effected such kind of policies, and it was so dire because families were separated with other members of families, jobs were lost, and also, you know, there are some Jamaicans and other immigrants who do remit their earn some or part of their earnings to support their citizens, their citizens, like Jamaicans abroad sending money in Jamaica. So with this kind of policies of Donald Trump, he feels that it's going to be dire, and even the people who the immigrants who are currently in the US and have stayed for long, they are not going to be spared as long as they are undocumented. He is also surprised of the fact that the United States citizens have elected Donald Trump, whom he feels that he is a criminal. That is, he feels that Donald Trump is a criminal, bearing in mind that he was accused of he had several cases before his nomination. And also him being a Jamaican, and he feels that Kamala Harris, because he has the blood of a Jamaican in her, if he was to be given that chance, he was in the United States, he could have elected Kamala Harris. But anyway, he is just surprised of the fact that the members of United States have decided to elect Donald Trump.
I came to the conclusion that perhaps it is what the United States has come to. A man with the antecedents of Trump, having won the presidency once, didn't perform well as far as I'm concerned, come back and win it again, it look away. I don't know that it's going to mean anything special for us. I don't think it's going to mean anything special for us. The Democrats lost it. Not necessarily that Trump won it. And in addition to the Democrats losing it, it is an indication that the United States has reached a point at which a man with Trump's antecedents can come back and win again against a lady who, from all appearances, would have made a better manager of the country. But there were some things that I think militated against her. She didn't want it as much as Trump. Fair enough. Trump had to get it. Can't get it. I think that he'll be facing very serious legal consequences.
Ladies and gentlemen, this Jamaican old man feels like they have elected Trump, whom he feels that in his previous term, he didn't perform well. And according to him, Kamala Harris would have made the best manager, would have been the best manager for the affairs of United States. And he feels that at times when it comes to election, people don't really reason properly when electing their leaders, because if, according to him, Trump didn't perform well and yet he has been elected, He feels that moving forward, people are electing out of they are not basing when choosing their leaders according to their performance, but they are just basing out of sentiments, etc. He also thinks that the election of Trump won't be having any effect in Jamaica. He thinks, or he is of the thought that the way Jamaica was, that's how it's gonna be like, irrespective of the policies that Trump effects. I don't know, because at the moment Jamaica is the Jamaican forces are part of the team that is engaging in the multinational security support in Haiti, and with Trump, maybe he's gonna end that support with the United States being the highest funder of this mission. So I don't know, but there are also other things that it could affect in Jamaica. But according to him, he feels that there's no much change that is gonna happen.
There's going to be a lot of craziness. It's going to be a circus, but not a good kind.
So we expect from him in terms of we in Jamaica and the Caribbean.
That's more of the same thing. That's more of the same thing. White people can expect that much from them. I expect a great change.
As a Jamaican, what that means for me, I feel that what he's trying to do, what is he going to go by everybody's house and bust up in their door and ask them for their papers? He's setting us back 200 or 300 years.
Some of the Jamaicans are of the idea that Trump being elected is going to affect the policy of mass deportation, and with this they have to start going through homes of people whom they think or have identified as undocumented immigrants and start to deport them, which is eventually going to cost, because this process is not just simple, it is costly. It has to, there's some financial implications to it. Before they deport people, they have to feed them, they have to pay for their tickets, etc. So this is also costly, and according to this lady, she thinks that this is a move that it takes back, that it is retrogressive. It takes back the United States back to the previous, or rather to many years back.
I sincerely do believe in all things God are sovereign. God is sovereign. So at the end of the day, Trump has won the presidency, and there are many things that have happened in this election which were surprising. He is the first Republican president to win the popular vote. That has to be acknowledged. I think it says that America said something, they spoke. Whether or not it's what was expected is another question. I saw the comments from media about pollsters wondering why the polls didn't predict how far ahead the level of support that Trump would have received. They really didn't predict that. They underestimated the level of support that he would have received. He is only the second president to win a second term with a gap in between. There's something to be said about that. Everything that was thrown at him, he has overcome. There's something to be said about that. My conclusion in the end, whether or not it's favorable, is it seems he was meant to be president at this time, given all the factors. To be honest with you, I don't feel like I'm informed enough to be able to say definitively how this is going to impact Jamaica. But we do have to care about what happens in America. And one of the things that seems to have helped him to win was the confidence in the impact it would have on the economy. And an American economy winning could also mean for Jamaica an opportunity to win from being able to participate in the financial sector there. So that could be a win for people who strategically leverage through trading, through stocks, being able to partake. We already see the winning stocks today. According to this Jamaican lady, she is of the view that this was the best time for Donald Trump to win the election. And basing on his policies, or rather Trump's policies, she feels that most of his policies were pro-life. And because of that, also with the deportation, mass deportation, Trump has won the hearts of many white people who in one way or the other feel that their jobs are being taken away by people from other races. Yes, they say the American dream, but at this point in time, we have 45 million immigrants in the United States. That is like 14% of the population of the United States. So some feel endangered. They see that their jobs are being taken by other people. Even recently,
in the UK, there are some people demonstrating because of the same. They say that the blacks or people from other parts of the world are coming in and in numbers and taking up their jobs. So this lady feels that this was the right time for Trump to win. Also, she is very honest. You can see she says that she doesn't feel that she's highly informed to speak about if the winning of Donald Trump will have effect in Jamaica's economy or Jamaica at large. But she has mentioned something positive. I think maybe she's a trader or she's a forex trader or something of the sort. When Trump won the election, it made the United States dollar to be strong for a period of time. Even at this moment that I'm speaking, in some parts of the world, the United States dollar is still, the currency is still strong. And you know, with forex traders, they analyze a lot of factors, that is fundamental factors, etc. And some of the political factors, like some of these superpowers, like the war in Russia, etc. It plays a lot. And this is also positive to some of us content creators who are in the developing world. Because when the dollar goes high in value, we get to earn more, even though the economy of our country in terms of debt payment and etc. will be affected, but we tend to earn more. That is one of the advantages that she has spoken about.
Trump is Republican, right? So from the very beginning, he was always pushing the Christian perspective. You know, he's pro-life. You know, even though there are some little gray areas, but I don't believe he's, on the grander scheme of things, I don't believe he's a bad president. I mean, you've had worse. We've had worse presidents. So I think it's let's see what he does. Let's see the changes.
What do you
let's
think
see.
this means for us in the Caribbean and Jamaica?
Well,
what's my concerns?
I'm not sure if it's going to affect us negatively. You know, I'm not sure. I know people are always thinking about visa and getting to go overseas and all of that, and they believe that this is he's gonna clamp down on immigration and stuff for it. But I just want to see what happens. You know,
the view of this Jamaican man is that is the same like that of the previous lady. That he feels that because of Donald Trump policy, it has made him to take over the presidency of the United States. Comparing Donald Trump policy with Kamala Harris policy, there are some people who felt like Kamala Harris was positive about the moves of LGBTQ and women rights, which didn't go down well with some people. And because of that, especially more white people are very supportive of Donald Trump. And according to him, he feels that Donald Trump should be given more time to effect his policies and rule, so that at the end of the day or at the end of his term, they can be able to judge. But right now, he feels that it's not the right time to say whether he'll deliver or not. And concerning the effect in Jamaica, he feels that the effect won't be that much. He has only talked about the deportation thing. But you know, with the deportation thing, not everyone is going to be deported, but only the people who are undocumented. It is said that, you know, with Jamaica, there are a lot of Jamaicans abroad, but at the risk that this policy tends to avoid is the Jamaicans who are undocumented, and not only the Jamaicans, also other immigrants from the world who are undocumented. They have entered the United States illegally. And, you know, with such kind of thing, they can be able to be partaking in crimes, both in the United States and in Jamaica or any other part of the world. Because when they are there, they may be engaged in illegal activities, drugs, etc. And this is going to be bad. Such kind of policy will overall tend to affect people who are seeking asylum, and people who are there. They'll have to prove beyond doubt that they entered America to access the American dream illegally. I mean.
Yeah, I think the whole world would be better off because I think it will be more peaceful. I think he'll stop the fighting in Ukraine. I think he'll, as he did before last time, with the Abraham Accords, I think he'll help bring peace to the Middle East. The other side, and I think a lot of people with the military-industrial complex, they're all invested in selling weapons and stuff. He's the only president that came out poorer than he went in the presidency. And like I say, he never took his salary. I'm really happy. I think there's hope.
I'm not quite sure whether this old lady, she's a Jamaican or she's just a foreigner visiting Jamaica. But talking of her views, she is of the idea that Donald Trump is going to end the wars taking place in the world. She is of the idea that the war between Russia and Ukraine and the war taking place in Middle East, Trump is likely to end. I don't know. These are just some of the views that I've been able to get of Jamaicans. Some of these videos were from The Gleaner, one of the Jamaicans news media. And I've decided to share it out with you. You also, guys, you can also give me some of your comments or ideas or your thoughts about this whole situation. What do you think about the win of Trump? And is it going to affect you as a Jamaican or as an immigrant in the United States? So cheers, guys. This has been the video for today. If you have not subscribed to this channel, do me a favor by subscribing, liking this video, sharing it out, and also remember to leave your comment below. Cheers, guys. Adios. Until next time.